As you can tell, there are a lot of factors that go into mold design. There are different types of molds, mold components, mold box best practices, and pitfalls to watch out for. I'm going to open this example part so that we can look at these factors in context. This dental case keeps in mind all of the concepts that we've reviewed so far. This case can be molded in a simple bivalve mold. As you can see, if we do draft analysis of the case, we'll be able to see that draft has been applied to all sides that are perpendicular to the direction of pull. Green is good, red is bad, and yellow is adjustable. I can adjust the degree of draft it's looking for here to make sure my model has been drafted correctly. It looks like there isn't enough draft on my rib features. I can adjust this by going back into the feature tree and adjust the draft in the feature itself. If that's difficult to do, there's also a feature in Mold Tools to add draft after the fact. Now that I'm happy with the draft analysis, all I can see is green and red, except for these tiny little fillets here. But because everything else has fillets, I've decided that that's enough draft for this model in particular. But now I've noticed that some of my wall transitions aren't smooth. I'm going to go into the Features tab and add fillets on these sharp edges. I'm leaving this outer parting line edge sharp, and it'll be my parting line. I already know that the wall thickness is consistent when I use the shell command to create this case. Because I cared more about the outer dimensions of the case, I created that volume first and then hollowed it out. I'm going to shut down the draft analysis feature so that we can just look at the model. You can make the ribs slightly thinner than the outer walls without too much warping, but you want to keep the ratio as close as you can. I can see that there aren't any spindles or parts that have super inconsistent thickness, excepting of course this living hinge, which will enable the case to open and close with the flexibility of the plastic. In this instance, I would model this in this upside down orientation and add funnels and vents to the bottom of the case. That way, gravity could aid my process. In injection molding, this would likely call for 2 injection sites, one in each main mass.